All right, Sabres beat the Montreal Canadiens 3-2 on the heels of just an awful game in Boston, and I don't want to get into that any further. I've given my opinion on that over at Black and Blue and Gold in a nice rant form. Let's move past that. It is only one game. I want to emphasize that. Looked a little rough early on. But at the same time, that's kind of what the Sabres are. Jason Pominville, I always say that he lacks charisma, but the other half of that is that he's pretty calm, pretty even keel, doesn't get too worked up over anything. And Thomas Vanek's kind of the same way. That's a little bit what the team is. And yes, the energy is too low at times. But I think that the ability to keep a level head is vastly underrated. When you start to bring emotion into the game too much, that's when you start to play like shit. Weird game. Sabres ended up getting the win in the shootout. Really right after they went down 2 goals, just looked like head and shoulders the better team. Lindy Ruff thought they had a pretty good second period. I didn't think the period was that good. They dictated a lot of the play, but they also gave up 2 goals. It is what it is. The big story is Tyler Myers sitting out this game, and I don't have an issue with that. I think the coaching staff knows what they're doing. I think we have some good guys on the defensive side of the coaching staff, and I think Myers will be fine. That having been said, the big issue with the defense has been horrible passes. And Mike Weber's not immune to that. He is a good defensive defenseman, but he's made plenty of bad passes in his career, so I don't think he's any sort of fix for that, and I think that's kind of why he stayed in the press box for the most part. Man, it sounds depressing. It sounds like we lost. I think Myers will be great. I think he'll be fine. I think the team will be fine. I'm not sure how bad Miller's concussion is. That's a little troubling, especially with Hesh missing so much time, but I think that Miller will be fine as well. Let's get into the 3 stars, 3 black holes. The 3rd star, great bounce back game. Andre Sekera. Actually, I'll give this one to 2 players. Andre Sekera and Marc-Andre Grignani just had a great bounce back game. Sekera's +2, as was Grignani. I believe Sekera and Weber were paired up, and Grignani is probably still with Ehrhoff. Just a good, solid game from 2 of our younger defensemen. 2nd star, I will give this to 2 players. Again, Thomas Vanek had an assist and was +2 on the night, and just a deadly release in the shootout goal. That is ridiculously fast. It's almost impossible to stop. And the captain, Jason Pominville, had a goal. Was also +2 on the night. Just a strong effort from the top line. And Derek Roy is once again going to get the 1st star. He has been great. That's 4, I think, straight games now. I guess minus the Boston game, where he's been the team's best player. Goal, assist, +2 on the night. And it looks like he led all players on ice time and was 13-6 on faceoffs. Great job by Roy tonight. 3 black holes, and the 3rd black hole I think is going to go to Patrick Kaleta. I don't know. I've been getting lower and lower on Kaleta as the season wears on. Especially with the headbutting nonsense. I don't know where that factors into his claim to want to be a more well-rounded hockey player. I think that he was fine when he was a big hitter, and all he needed to do was just stop from getting himself out of position just a little bit. I don't know what he is anymore. 2nd black hole, I will give to Paul Goss. No, not Paul Goss. I'll give it to. It's hard. Not a lot of players played all that bad. I'll give it to. Let's see here. I don't know, pick, whatever. Robin Regier, whatever. -1, whatever. First black holes, Paul Gossett just played a dumb game, and some of that's got to be frustration from the Boston game. November 23rd, you'll get your chance, Paul. Just be patient. See you on Wednesday against New Jersey.